Welcome back to Gamify This, the podcast game show featuring the artist, Samuel, the gamer, Sean, the nerd, Puzzle. Join us as we compete to come up with the best gamified solutions to our daily experiences in Gamify This. Hello and welcome back to Gamify This, the podcast game show, where we talk about how to make your life better and someone wins. You want to watch the whole episode all the way to the end to see who wins, don't you? Ha, now you do. These are the two contestants today. Oh, by the way, I won the last episode, which is why I'm hosting today. The way it works is one person hosts, the other two people don't.
Justice for Samuel.
Justice for Samuel.
Hashtag.
Love for all. Samuel has never...
I won the premiere episode. I've never hosted.
Yeah, Samuel has never hosted, so I'm gonna really try to give him a chance. I tried to give him a chance last episode by making my game absolutely outlandish,
And I blew it. See, my thing is, I take something normal and make it outlandish. I don't know what to do with the outlandish stuff because I just feel intimidated by it.
I know Sean really well, so I knew what probably would
Your game
win.
sucked. It was only your trailer that saved you. I would rather play Samuel's
I thought
game.
Puzzle would have the best dating advice, being in a relationship and stuff, but he had the worst dating advice. He was talking about I was like mental manipulation, and I'm thinking the reason I've come up with so much good dating advice is it's all in my imagination, and I've had a lot of freedom there.
Yeah, but hey, down, hold on. Don't give spoilers. Only give a little bit of a tease to make them want to go listen to that episode, just in case they haven't.
And if you haven't watched the episode yet, you better go watch that. You can cut a lot of what I said out.
That's my boy.
So Sean, last night, I've been telling everybody at work this story. I got cornered in my laundry room by a crazy guy with a shovel.
Oh my.
And he was swinging it around yelling about people being after him.
That's scary.
I was like, this feels like hide and seek because I'm trying to help him stay quiet while we're waiting for the people who he says are attacking him. Like, what I got, there were 3 people after him, and he kept yelling that they were right outside, and I was like, hey, if they're looking for you, you might want to be quiet. And my heart's like racing so fast. This guy's crazy.
And in the end, it turns out he was probably just a crazy guy with a shovel.
Well, I mean, that was... I was trying to keep, first impression, this guy is running in and saying, they're after me. I know a lot of crime happens in my neighborhood. And stuff happens. So I was like, oh shoot, I don't want to be one of those stories that Puzzle hears about 3 days later from a neighbor. And this guy's swinging a broken shovel around at me. Anyway, I'm like... well, if they're after you, might want to be quiet. He's like, you have a phone, call the police. And I'm like, he's like, don't leave me. I know, I see in your eyes, you're thinking of darting. I'm like,
so intense.
I'm right here. I believe you. And I'm like, when is this going to be over so I can leave? Eventually, and he keeps closing the door and whamming the shovel into it as if people are trying to come in. There's clearly no one on the other side. And right next to it, we've got this big open window, like right next to the door. That's where I ended up escaping through. Climbed through the window and ran back to my apartment as soon as he went through the door, closed it so that I couldn't go through it. I was like, if I open the door, I'll get his attention. He's going to run back at me with the shovel and be like, don't leave me! And so, yeah.
Was Captain
this guy
with you?
was hysterical. No, I was all by myself without a phone. If Captain was with me, I might have felt safer, and it might have calmed the guy down a little bit, but I also would have felt like, I'd have no way of escaping because Captain doesn't always keep up with me. He goes on his own thing. I'd be more dragging him along. But I ran back to the apartment as soon as this guy was gone. I climbed out of the window through the bushes and ran back to my apartment, and I was panting. I was like, oh, normal life again. Hey, Puzzle, let's not go outside at nighttime around here.
Wow. Okay. Sean, how about you? Any crazy adventures this week? Oh, wait, no, that's not what we do around here. I was going to ask you guys if there was a moment this week where you had to gamify something. And this isn't like the standard, this isn't the format of the entire episode. This is just a little something we do to break the ice at the beginning. So, Samuel and Sean, were there any... Did I even introduce you guys yet? I'm so sorry. I don't know if I'm following the rules and regulations of this show.
where we gamify your life, all of it, one problem at a time.
Yeah, cue the intro music again. Was there any time this week when you ran into a situation where gamifying it made it a little easier for you to handle it?
I have a 3-step journal where each day I try to put 3 things on it that I want to accomplish, and I focus on those throughout the day. I keep going back to the journal and being like, did I do this thing yet? Did I do this thing yet? And on each day, so I try to think of them as levels that I've got to accomplish or achievements that I've got to unlock. Basically, they're accomplishments. They're milestones in this game. I like to put checkboxes next to them. This doesn't sound very game-like, but I check them off and I go, I did it. Bling. Oh, I've been meaning to tell you guys this one because I keep saying that I have a story for you for later. I've been trying to get certifications through work, and every time I do that, I think of it as another achievement. And every time I learn something and I've actually put it into practice for my first time at work, I give myself a little celebration by recognizing that moment and going around telling the other people at work, hey, I did this thing for my first time. And they're like, cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that was my first time. And they're like, oh, good job. Excuse me.
Okay. Sean, was there anything this week that you can think of that maybe you gamified? Or something you want to make up?
I did have to, like, I didn't make up a game, but I had to kind of gamify something at work because I'm like, I don't want to do this. So I was dust mopping, and I just was really annoyed at everything and everyone.
I think I know who you were annoyed at.
Yeah, you do.
I was there that night. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I just had to calm myself down and be like, the more I do, the closer I am to being home. So I did a simple gamification.
Yeah.
That helped me.
Yeah. That's something I don't like feeling at work because it makes me not feel in the moment. It makes me feel like I'm just doing this to get it over with. Mm-hmm. But you know, sometimes it's the best you can do. I could tell that you were
She's a...
Hey, I like to look at those challenges, those things that are difficult each day, and cry.
No. See, that's what we're here today for. We know that is how you, the listeners, go about your everyday problems. You just stumble onto them, into them, with them, without them, beside them, between them, beyond them, beneath them. And you just cry. And you don't do anything about it.
You're just very sad little babies.
This is how you stop being such sad little babies. This is your salvation.
We will help you be a better version, the ultimate leveled up version of yourself that you are trying to become. One problem at a time.
Absolutely. Sean, are you listening?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, I am almost ready to bring us the topic. If you're ready, Sean, just let me know.
I'm almost ready.
You've always got to have a first frenemy. No, I had lots of frenemies. And that's how my previous manager and I got along.
Mm-hmm.
Was I had to push her buttons, and I was happy whenever I did. And your girlfriend puzzle, I think we have an ongoing conflict.
Oh, I thought you just completely changed the subject right then.
No, that tied in completely. Every state of my life, I have some person that I'm intentionally at odds with. And it's a good thing.
I think I have a new arch enemy at work.
Do you think about people at work, like different people that stand out as different, like, levels of combat?
No.
He just has one.
I just can't let go when I'm provoked. That's the problem.
So that is the boss level.
I almost said something that might have been insensitive, but I don't know if it would have been insensitive. I know you would have taken it as insensitive, so I didn't say it.
We'll both tell you so that you edit it out if it is.
Well, if you meant it as not insensitive, then you can say it and I
don't mean it as
now.
insensitive, but I was going to ask, does that mean that it's a problem with you? You said you can't let go when you're provoked, and that's the problem. And it sounded like you were just talking...
I think part of the problem is that I can't let go when I'm provoked, but I also don't think that you should be on first contact.
I think you should.
There's a reason people are polite to each other. It's because if you're not, that causes a whole bunch of problems sometimes.
All right, well, I think we've had enough intro. Sorry, Sean, and good job, Samuel. I don't know if I feel like giving any preemptive points for either of those because...
The point system goes through the whole... Okay.
I award points for who I think contributed the most best throughout from beginning to end. They should reflect that way. There shouldn't be a sudden surge of points at one point that suddenly dumps it from one side to the other. Actually, you know what, Samuel? I'm giving you 2 points for gamifying your life. Are you ready for today's topic?
Uh-huh.
Gamify this. Your healthy eating habits.
I knew it!
Oh.
No, I didn't know it, but I thought that would be a good one to have.
Okay, now hang on. Before you do anything, before you start writing titles or story or anything, it's okay if you already wrote something. Today we're going to go a little differently. It's going to be a little more conversational. Okay. I am going to bring up a list of scenarios, and you guys are going to take turns. Basically, it's going to be an episode-long lightning round.
Awesome.
Okay.
Just so that we can make the most of the time that we have, because we only have about 20 more minutes to record.
I'm a very visual thinker.
So we don't have a lot of time to record, and so I don't want to trim this down too much. So if we just have 10 minutes of you guys writing that I have to cut out, that's a 15-minute episode.
I like the idea of a lightning round. I'm going to draw a lightning bolt.
All right, so... Hey, puppy. So I have a new puppy in my room, and if you're hearing noises in the background, that's her. I can't do anything about it. She is very young. She's not trained. It's okay. She just likes making noise. Round 1, you're going to talk about how vegetables, specifically vegetables, improve your life, and which ones have the best power-ups. And then, you know, like the right balances and stuff. But basically, first round, vegetables. So just take a little tiny bit of time preparation, not writing a whole story on it. This is going to be a more practical episode, getting back to the roots of the whole idea of this podcast, which is figuring out how to make your life more of a game.
I wonder how accurate this will be, as I am not a nutritional expert. What the heck? I didn't know that.
Oh, and yes, you guys are allowed to do research if you want. It might help you get more creative quicker. It might help with stuff like that. Yeah, do whatever research you want. You can bring articles, like whatever you want. Just it doesn't have to 100% come from your brain. It just has to be something. All right, so round 1, vegetables, the superfoods.
Nice.
I'm gonna start with Sean this round. I just chose randomly. Sean,
So,
you go first.
Vegetables are long-term health investments, not for being filling. So the way that works is you have like and there are some vegetables that are more filling and some vegetables that are less filling. There's spectrums of health investment, very long-term, like years to come health investment. Think of it like a tank. So there's spectrums on filling you up, giving you daily vitamins, and helping your health down the line. But none of them are standalones. You can't really eat just vegetables.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
That's not true.
Well, you could, but it's not the best. So that's it.
All right.
I did not know this episode was going to be anti-vegetarian.
I was going to say, it was pretty strong until the very end you made a baseless claim. And by baseless, I mean you just said, well, that's just true. That's what I meant by baseless. Not untrue, I just meant baseless. That's what I meant by baseless. Why do I feel like I have to defend myself so much around you, Sean? What happened to trust? What happened to friendship? What happened to love? What is wrong with this world? Why can't we trust each other? Why do I have to always defend myself? Why is our friendship so broken? Samuel, it's your turn.
Ultimate broccoli.
Oh, sorry. Sean, I didn't give you a chance to give me a title. Do you have a title?
No, I hadn't thought of one yet.
Okay. I'm only giving Samuel 1 extra point for that, just to make it fair. But yes,
I did
Samuel
like
gets an extra
Sean's
point
tank
for that.
analogy, though I didn't quite track it.
That's okay.
All right, Samuel. Ultimate broccoli.
Ultimate broccoli. So you got a list of about 14 different vegetables. The key ones being carrots and Brussels sprouts, which is actually pronounced Brussels sprouts because they were named after somebody named Brussels, which I learned a few weeks ago.
That's so cool.
Yeah. But the top number one vegetable is broccoli. Now, the Brussels sprouts prevent cell damage. They help you live. So you think about the lives that you have.
Shield potion.
You think about it, it's less like, I don't know if it's so much like the lives that you have as like the blue thing. No, think of it as the life that you have, the green stuff that you're going after. Brussels sprouts, cells. Okay? Now, let's talk about carrots. I call them APAC von beta because they both have vitamin A and beta carotene, which I wonder if that's where the word carrot comes from.
Carotene, I think so.
Yeah. Good for your eyes. Helps you glow in the dark so you can find your way around. Now, broccoli. And actually, if you eat too many carrots, you actually literally will glow yellow. Now, broccoli, sulfur, and vitamin D, and other minerals. Look, vegetables are not just vegetables. We're not just getting vitamins out of these. We're also getting minerals out of some of these vegetables. Broccoli is one of them. Broccoli is the ultimate vegetable. So there are a lot of different ones you can be thinking of. You can be thinking of garlic. Garlic is a vegetable. We don't always think about that. Garlic is a vegetable. It's good for you in many ways. Beets help you in pregnancy. So if you're about to deliver a baby, you have to take beets. That level, you've got to go after the beets.
Is that where we have music and listen to vegetables?
That level has this interesting red toned beat to it. But the broccoli, this is the ultimate vegetable. It has vitamin C. It has vitamin D. It has about everything good that milk has in it. It has calcium. It helps your whole body overall. It helps prevent possible future diseases. Carrots help you prevent like cataracts. Broccoli helps prevent possibly cancer. It also helps you with chronic stuff like what a lot of people deal with, aching bones, the stuff, whatever your weaknesses are in this game, you're blinking throughout the game. The broccoli is the thing that makes you blink. It is the thing that powers you up, strengthens you, makes you bigger, okay? It helps sustain your life.
That was all really good information. That was all really good trivia.
We're going from a scale of yellow to green, or carrot being yellow, Brussels sprout being light green, yet greenish yellow, and
the orangish yellowish stuff being more of like power-ups and the green stuff being more like life.
That's right.
Okay. I can see how that's game-ish. It felt a little more trivial. But you did get points for that, sorry. You did get points for that, just to let you know. Alright, round 2. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
These should honestly be like just a tiny bit of research and a tiny bit of talking, not too much not spend too much time on them because I have at least 5 rounds and we just got through one. So, round 2. Is protein the most important?
That's controversial, actually.
No, none of these are controversial.
Sean, do you want to just start riffing?
I don't have a vast knowledge of protein.
I have a massive brain of protein. I drink 6 protein shakes a day.
I'm gonna write a little bit.
Okay, yeah, and feel free to do some research if you'd like to make sure your claims are not baseless. But I'm gonna limit you guys to 3 minutes. Alright, that's the time. I hope you guys are well enough prepared. I'm not going to give any grace if you're not. I'm sorry. It's just we're on a time crunch, so it's just how it's going to go. Alright, Samuel, you get to go first this time because Sean went first last time. Am I remembering correctly?
Yeah.
Alright, Samuel, let's hear it. Protein. Is it the most important?
The happy middle. So, protein should be 20 to 30% of your diet. There isn't 100%. But protein should only be 20 to 30, and I think 30 is the ideal range. That's opinionated. But within the 20 to 30, it's got to be somewhere in there. Now, we've got a different kind of bar here. It's not from good to bad. It's not from full to empty. It is a happy middle. You got a smiley face on one side, a frowny face on the other side, and a frowny face on the other side. The smiley face is in the middle. We're going red, green, red. So if you have too little protein, you are not well off. If you have too much protein, you are not well off.
Poop.
You will die from kidney disease. if you are prone to kidney disease. Now, here's the deal.
Talk with your doctor before getting this prescription. I'm sorry, I'm a doctor.
All right, keep going.
All right. Soy, nuts, whey protein, egg whites. Some people are more vegetarian, and some people are more not vegetarian in how they choose to come about their protein. Either way, there are options, and whatever quest you take, whatever setting you tend to put yourself in, whether you want to put yourself, in a meat store and look for this stuff, or a dairy store or something, go about it, as that guy. Or if you want to do this as a gardener, somebody who likes to eat in gardens, you can choose that setting for this game. But you will have to search for, if you're in the garden, soy, nuts, those sorts of things. There's a whole scale range of things. Nuts, you think there's all kinds of nuts, soy, seeds, you can get protein from all that stuff. Basically, edible wood. Now.
What?
Wabbits.
Now, if you are one of those people who likes to eat cows and stuff, go to that dairy farm place and start picking out milk and, eggs. Egg whites is where you're gonna get it. The egg yolk is gonna have, fat. And start looking for your protein there. Look for it. Search hard. Get from empty, but don't get too full, or else you will have kidney disease. So, happy middle protein.
I like
20
it.
to 30%, and in my game, 30% is the ideal range.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
All right, Sean, let's hear it.
All right, proteins are the specialized building blocks of the body, so naturally they're going to be the majority of what the body builds with. So it's very important for bodybuilding if you're interested in bodybuilding, if you're trying to gain weight in any sort of way, and proteins help fill you up, and so they help you not be so hungry, gives your body a lot to digest. It's on the spectrum of immediate gain, like immediate investment, immediate return, that's what I'm trying to say.
Immediate return of...
Because it fills you up and it helps your body build itself, and the body uses it pretty fast. It's a great source of amino acids, so and proteins are extremely complex, so they take a lot of time. They're big packages of resources and stuff like that. A diet needs to be balanced to be optimal, efficient, and healthy. Like Samuel said, there are options to get your protein, but meat and egg whites and all of this stuff are really good sources of protein, and things that are dense in protein are very good, and a diversity of different kinds of protein is also very good because there's something like 265 amino acids. Not every protein is going to have every amino acid.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to figure out what kind of protein you need, diversify your protein, and make sure you're getting enough protein, because your body, if you give it protein, will usually use it. So don't kill yourself by eating so much that you're just protein man, but eat enough that your body has enough energy to run on and building blocks to use and build itself, keep itself healthy, and recover from wounds and disease and stuff like that.
So I liked both of you guys' points. They were all good points, solid... My phone started making noise. Both good points, both solid advice. I won't say I'm disappointed, I'll just say I'm kind of surprised that neither of you talked about, like, character customization, what kind of build you're going after. Sean even said the word building blocks, and I thought he was going to go towards
I said what kind of character I was building off of. I said you want to be the gardener type, or you want to be the...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Samuel did a little more. I'm just saying Sean didn't quite as much. He went a little more on the... kind of what Samuel did in the first round, a little more trivial, a little less gamey. Sean went a little more trivial. What's up?
Here's the thing. The character customization comes from the entire diet itself, and not necessarily just from protein.
Yeah, I know.
So it comes from specific balances. But you're right, we didn't talk about it.
If protein is your balance, you are protein man.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just an idea. If you guys are ready for round 3.
Round 3, the lightning round. This is the lightning round.
Wait,
I'm ready for the lightning round.
They've all been
We were building up to the lightning round.
No, there's 5 rounds, but we might only do 4 of them because,
we'll see what happens.
We're running out of time.
There's gonna be blue lightning.
We got about 10 minutes left, so we'll see how it goes. So, round 3. Fast food. When and why? 2 minutes starting now. And while you guys spend this 2 minutes, I'm gonna grab a snack real quick. I feel like this is something that probably both of you have some
kind of experience.
It got me a picture.
I can't see it.
I can't see it either.
Oh, this was my protein picture.
I'll see it when I'm editing, and we'll see it in the finished video, but it's being recorded, but in the live feed, it's not very visible. So I feel like both of you, growing up, in the families that you've grown up in, know some healthy habits regarding fast food and have some pretty good off the top of your head. So I think that this is going to go pretty well. Sean, you go ahead, go first.
All right, fast food is not the best option for quality. Its entire focus is being convenient and good and quick and good sources of kind of the right stuff, but it's much less customizable, much more expensive because you can plan and get higher value for your other foods and plan your own diet. So fast food is good for quick bites in unplanned situations where you're accidentally too hungry. You need to eat something, you forgot to eat while you left for work, you can grab a burger on the way. But if you overgorge, if you keep doing that, especially if you're eating the same fast food over and over too much, that will throw off your balance and decrease your budget. Your budget helps your balance because you don't want to spend a bunch of money on low value stuff and then not be able to buy other high quality customizable foods that you can cook on your own, and they're usually more healthy. Fast foods are sources of carbs, sugars, fats, and proteins. Carbs, sugars, and fats are all quick energy. So, quick energy is the main focus of that. Unless you get a sandwich with mostly burgers. Unless you get a burger with mostly meat in it, you're mostly getting almost no long-term investment, mostly just to get you through the day. It is very good though. It tastes really good. So if you've been eating super healthy but you've been eating stuff that tastes like trash, if you budget it into your what your body wants and what your money can get you, it's very good for sanity because it tastes good. And if you're just eating healthy trash all the time, then you're not going to enjoy eating. I think that's it.
Cool. All right, Samuel, let's hear it.
In this fast-paced world of food, we have limited resources. I feel like I'm speaking from the point of experience when I say I would put this story in the setting, this game, in the setting of a sort of dystopian world where basically your only options are what you have with you, and your only options outside of yourself are where you go to find resupplying. And resupplying, the most convenient way, the most possible way in most circumstances, is these fast food places. Nothing else exists. So, what you have to do is make wise choices to buy dumb food. And to be dumb, you need wisdom. So I would call this game Backup, and this is saying, fast food is not the ultimate food, but it is backup food. It is what you do when you have no other choices left. And in general, again, speaking from experience, I have no other choices left. So to put this story/game together, or I would make myself a character moving really quickly through this game. I could be a boy, a girl, a dog, a rabbit, something like that, looking for the food. And the thing is, I don't want to be empty. I want to replenish myself, or else I run out of energy. And the thing is, you will, while the whole point is you want to go faster, if you are not careful and you go through, the wrong fast foods, you're going to end up being slowed down. And that's what's much easier to do, because, again, you've got all these fast food options and you've got to search for a diamond in the rough, not eat all the rough to get there. And so there is healthy fast food, and it is very hard to find. That's why you need the wisdom to eat the dumb food, to find the dumb food, to go quickly. And if you can hit those hot spots, if you can figure out where those healthier fast food restaurants are, or what the most healthy options are in those restaurants, you get points donated to you directly by Johansen Vermeer.
The gecko?
Yeah, I love the gecko.
Okay, that was really good, Samuel.
I didn't track what the dumb food was.
Fast food in general.
Oh.
It's dumbed down in what most of it is.
It is
okay.
It is.
I thought you were just insulting food.
No.
And I was confused.
No, in this world, fast food is all you have available.
Okay.
Because in my world, fast food is all I can easily get to.
All right, guys, are you ready for the last round? And this is going to be a shorter one. I'm going to give you 1 minute to prepare and...
The Thunder Round!
Excuse me, sorry. 1 minute to prepare and 2 minutes to present. That way you can spread out a little bit. All right, round 4. Desserts. How much? How little? At all? I'm going to let whoever feels like they're most ready to go first with their 2 minutes.
I'm ready.
All right, Samuel, I'm going to start your 2 minutes. Let's hear what you have to say about dessert.
So think about this like a hike. You have a destination, and it is a beautiful view at the top of Mount Sugarplum. And this game is called Mount Sugarplum. Now what you gotta do is pack lightly. You cannot get there if you cannot survive the journey. And you want to survive the journey because you want the dessert. So you cannot get to the dessert without eating other food. That's essentially what I'm saying. Now the food has to be healthy. You have to have a balanced diet of broccoli and APAC von Beta, also known as carrots, and Brussels sprouts. So you can see through the dark places. You can, you're strong enough. You survive. You need plenty of protein so you can stay in the happy middle. So you can make it, you can make it through this journey. Doing 20 to 30%, especially in my game, I say 30% if you're my character. You need to go fast. So this being only dystopian options you're going through in the second to last, you gotta get through these dystopian areas and hurry through and get plenty of healthy food so you can survive, because the hardest part is right before you get to the mountain. The mountain view is beautiful. The mountain view is worth it. You don't want to weigh yourself down, because the mountain view is where you get to eat all the candy. And if you are full, you can't eat the candy. You can't eat the ice cream. You can't eat the chocolate. You can't even enjoy the view because you will be weighed down in all the heavy food. Or if you went too light, you won't enjoy it because it's all you're gonna have and you're gonna be too desperate. You wanna be able to enjoy this thing that's dessert, and this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. It's not the journey, it's the destination in this game.
Nice timing. I really like how you wrapped all of the topics into one there. And I see how you saw through my disguises, my clever scheme. Sorry, I'm eating so many Takis and it's just...
And donuts. Donuts are also very important desserts. I always forget that because I ate donuts first thing in the morning.
You saw through my machinations and saw how I was building this with the rounds.
You built it in courses. Good job.
Yep, in courses. Oh man, I missed the chance of saying course. It's alright. Fix it in post. Sean, let's hear yours.
Okay. To finish this game is called Octascale because if you can imagine a scale with 8 things, you have to balance out sugars, fats, carbs, vitamins, proteins, enjoyment, budget, and build. And the balance you use with these determines what kind of person you're going to be. Not obviously to some extent mentally, to some extent spiritually, but mostly about your body. what kind of body you want to have, and what abilities you'll be able to do, what strengths you'll have. Desserts specifically are very good enjoyment sources, and they are very good sources of sugars and carbs and quick energy. They are good for your sanity up to the sweet spot, pun intended, where you hang on.
I like the sweet spot.
The sweet spot is right where it's okay. That's right where desserts are healthy and enjoyable. After the sweet spot, it becomes less healthy and less enjoyable because you're eating a lot of it, and you're not enjoying it because it's more of an addiction. And this leads into the contrast between quick gorging of desserts, which is bad for your immediate health. You can get out of that pretty easily, but bad habits create a downward trend in your health. So you need to be very watchful of that. But desserts are necessary for an enjoyable journey in your health, and that's really what it's all about, finding the best balance of stuff you can get, the healthiest and most efficient diet, while also enjoying it and living life.
Nice. You both did a really good job that round.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to tally up the points real quick and reveal the winner. Oh my goodness.
The sweet spot. What was the name of your game again, Sean?
Octascale.
Octascale. The sweet spot.
Yeah. Actually, the sweet spot is really what it's all about. Finding the balance between health, efficiency, budget, enjoyment, all that stuff.
Joy and contentment is what it's all
Don't
about.
listen to me. Hey Siri, what's 6 plus 7 plus 9 plus 12? Hey Siri, what's 6 plus 7 plus 9 plus 12?
How to make chewing noises seemed relevant.
Hey Siri, what's 5 plus 4 plus 6 plus 9?
Just like Sean eating his chips at the very beginning.
As your host today, I am pleased to announce today's winner. Would you guys please
be Samuel.
Please be seated in the preparation of... Okay, you can give a drum roll. Gaining the most points in actually every single round, Samuel won with 34 points.
Woo! Woo!
I will say
nice.
33.
Sean got 24 actually.
Oh.
Samuel won with 34, Sean had 24. I really liked... I don't know, I don't have time to summarize it, but Sean had really solid stuff, but I think Samuel, having courses in nutrition in his past, being in the stage of life that he is and having to make these decisions, I think it would have been a closer game if it was me versus Samuel, so putting Sean against Samuel in this situation might have been a little unfair, but...
Sean's was probably more accurate.
Were you looking for like accuracy or creativity or applicability?
I was actually looking for all the above, and you guys both brought all of the above.
Nice.
I just really, I was doing it the speed round style, where I was just hitting one spacebar while I was listening to you guys, and I guess more of what Samuel said stood out just a little bit more.
I feel like Samuel did present a little bit better.
It might not have just been the way he presented, but also he structured stuff pretty well, put some logic into the stuff. I really liked a couple of your rounds though, Sean. They were all really good.
Yeah, I did too. But I wish I'd thought about the amino power-ups.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I liked those.
That's definitely gonna make its way into the final illustration on the cover.
The amino gecko. That is our final boss fight.
Gecko
the amino gecko.
I think Johansson Vermeer kind of goes with you on the whole journey.
You should draw a picture of me holding an amino acid.
That doesn't have an image to... Okay.
Yes, it does. I can do it.
The chemical compound?
It'll be kind of floating in his hands. Like that.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you guys for competing
Good
today.
game.
Thank you everyone who's been watching or listening. Do keep in mind we have video on Spotify and YouTube if you'd like to watch it there. It's Gamify This on all the podcast platforms, and it's on my YouTube channel, Puzzle MTM. Go follow Samuel on YouTube, Moser Meadows Records, Instagram, Samuel Claus Tuner, and Twitch, Bacon Snack 6. Follow Sean on YouTube, 10 Tiny Potatoes, and Twitch, 10 Tiny Potatoes 343. thank you again all for listening.
I'm going to be hosting next week, apparently.
Samuel will be hosting
Finally.
next week. He's going to come up with a voting system, not a voting system, a scoring system, a topic. It's going to be awesome. But thank you guys for listening. Make sure you follow and turn on notifications so that you can see when we come out with our next episodes and interact with our Q&As and our polls and stuff here on Spotify. And make sure to keep your eye out for those. And as we always say at the end of these podcasts, game over.